you have to hit that, edit stream info, and then come down here and change it. You don't have to, but I just do something like that. Done. And then this is the most important part. You have to change that to anyone and save. Now it's streaming on YouTube. Okay.
Daddy!
And now we are live. Hi, if anybody's watching. Probably not yet. Going on my phone so that way I can see the comments.
Comments?
Oh, any comments?
So far, there's no comments.
Because nobody's on yet. So, hello! If anybody is joining us, doesn't look like it, but from what I can tell, but
Just looks like the two of us.
right. It's just us so far, but hello, hello, hello. So, if you are new to our channel, and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. We could use all the subscribers we can get, so that way we can get up to the 1,000 mark, so I don't have to use Streamlabs. Blueberry Sands. Aladdin is the best movie. He agrees. So today, because Jillian's birthday is tomorrow, we let her pick the topic. And it's Disney princesses.
Sorry, I'm yawning.
So today's topic is Disney princesses.
So, we have a few criteria for what is a Disney princess. In this case, it's they have the tiara, or they married
like they're either born a princess, so the daughter of a king, chief, something that would make them a princess, or
said no chiefs.
Well,
you said kings and queens and those that married into the royal family.
right, but chiefs are certain.
Well, then in that case, we need to redo the list, because then we should have had Moana and
Yeah, you're right. I guess I did say no chiefs.
So Kansas City fans, sorry.
Pocahontas is not a princess. If we're saying no chiefs.
Which is what you said when we were talking about this, which was no chiefs. They had to be born a princess with the title of princess.
That's what we came up with for our criteria.
Well, for what is considered a princess. Now.
Right. So no Mulan. Jasmine.
Well,
yes, Jasmine is the daughter of a sultan. Sultan is a king.
alright.
So Jasmine's on our list that we came up with.
In addition to they had to be born a princess or marry into the royal family.
Seriously? He's on top, Tanner. Not in addition. That's the first criteria for are they a princess. That's for us deciding who we thought was the best princess.
Can I finish what I was saying?
Sure.
Anyways, so for our top princess, we had 3 categories that they had to.
Sorry, my ears itching. 3 categories, yep.
I can't think of the word I want to use.
I'm sorry. That happens to me all the time.
Fall into in order
To be the best princess?
Yes, thank you, Mom. Which is personality, heroic deeds, and songs/speeches.
Not style this time? Since
No.
we kept arguing over style?
Yes. So, our list of 10 princesses is...
I am going to take a wild guess about the ranking. Okay, guess.
Take a wild guess. but can I like list out the princesses first?
Number 1, Elsa. There's a problem with that. Elsa's a queen, not a princess. And no. I mean, she starts off a princess, but she ends up the movie a queen. But we do have Anna on here, because Anna stays a princess.
Alright, so the list of princesses that we have is Snow White, Aurora, Belle, Jasmine, Ariel, Cinderella, Tiana, Rapunzel, Merida, and Anna.
Two Snow White, 3 Belle. Actually, Snow White ranked pretty low for us.
Yeah.
Because of personality. Jillian's point being she really doesn't have one. Because it was their first movie, their first, foray into the world of, number 1, feature-length animated movies. Number 2, they didn't have defined characteristics for a princess yet, so. And the times was different in the 50s when they did that versus.
I'm sorry. I mean,
Yeah.
I love the movie Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Don't
The
get me
40s,
wrong.
the 30s, what was it, 30s? 1938, I think, is when Snow White came out, so. Sorry, the times were different in the 30s for the way women were portrayed versus.
But it was starting to change.
Not yet, not until after World War II.
Oh. So it was Snow White versus Aurora for our first two. Which, Snow White won that.
Only because I maintain that taking care of 7 little baby men should be considered a heroic deed.
Mom. They're dwarfs.
They're baby men.
But she was only able to keep 6 of them happy.
I thought only 1 was happy.
This is
Well,
a family channel!
Well, 1 was always grumpy.
This is
Actually,
a
that's
family
not true.
channel.
She did get him to smile in one of the scenes in the movie.
Okay. Next two. See, this one was a little bit tougher for us. Belle versus Jasmine.
He said, "Dang it, Grumpy." Well, it was only tougher because you couldn't decide which one you liked better.
I'm sorry, but saving a beast from wolves and then bandaging his arm and going, hey, that was stupid, versus Jasmine kissing Jafar for like 4 seconds.
Yeah, see, David's argument was it was more heroic for Jasmine to be distracting Jafar from the fact that Aladdin was there trying to, Jasmine fought a wizard to save her kingdom. Yeah, that was essentially David's argument, but he does like Aladdin better than Beauty and the Beast, so part of it is that. You're out of the frame, honey. I don't know if it's because the camera's turned or...
Yeah, because Jillian's got it more on her. More on Jillian.
Okay, hang on. We got to turn the camera a little bit. It
Technical difficulties.
didn't get quite set up right. But yeah, she that was David's argument, and hers was it's more heroic to fight off wolves. So it kind of for me came down to personality, and I just thought Jasmine's personality was better.
So Jasmine ended up winning that.
Mm-hmm.
Although Belle does have the prettier dress.
Jasmine doesn't
Right.
even wear a dress. She just wears.
That's my point.
Anyways,
She just wears that.
two-piece suit.
Thing. And then the fancier version of that with the wrap and at the end.
Her just married outfit.
But they don't say they got married. They never actually got married in that movie.
That is the assumption, though.
Yes, it is.
Alright.
I'd like to point out that the third one starts off with them planning their wedding.
I've never seen the second or third one.
That's because they're not very good.
Alright.
The third one was better than the second one. Had Robin Williams back in it.
For the voice of Genie. The second one didn't have Robin Williams. It was not as good.
But
Ariel
Jafar did
versus
return.
Cinderella.
And then Ariel won for us because Jillian's argument was Cinderella is one of the old-fashioned princesses that doesn't have a
She
personality.
cooks, she cleans, and then as soon as the prince shows up, she goes, "Oh, I'm in love," and marries him.
Because back then, in that time, that's what you did as a woman. You know, you took care of other people, and you know, she was forced to take care of her wicked stepmother and stepsisters, but
Personally, I think the stepmother was worse than the stepsisters.
yeah, she was pretty mean to Cinderella. But I thought that was pretty heroic that Cinderella just dealt with it and didn't kill her stepmother in her sleep or poison her tea or
Poison her stepsisters.
yeah, you know, I think I would have been like
I don't know why they died. They just went to sleep one night, didn't wake up the next day. Alright. Tiana versus Rapunzel.
Okay, Rapunzel is my favorite Disney princess. Period. The end. Tangled is my favorite Disney princess movie. So I voted for Rapunzel all day long and twice on Sundays. And
So Rapunzel won that one. Needless to say.
she is my favorite.
She does have to carry a frying pan.
She
Multi-use
does.
tool right there.
Yeah. And
Frying pans. Who knew, right?
she starts off life being a princess, not knowing she's a princess because she gets kidnapped.
So
Tortured.
it ends up being a three-way, but not a tie because we do end up making a decision.
So it's a three-way tie. No.
We're not done
we
yet.
did narrow it down.
We ain't done yet. Merida versus Anna. Merida won that one. Full disclosure.
Oh, you gotta do your joke. Okay,
Oh.
so we watched, I don't know if you guys watch Honest trailers or not. If you don't,
They're
you should. Their
really
channel
funny.
is funny as all get out. We watched this Honest trailer on Frozen, and she's like obsessed with this quote.
Anna has to get her sister, a hot guy, and a snowman to fight against her sister, a hot guy, and a snowman.
That's not how it goes. It's Anna enlists the help of a hot guy, a snowman,
And her
and
sister.
her sister to help fight off a hot guy, a snowman, and her sister.
Yeah, it's funny. It is funny as all get out if you don't watch Honest trailers. But yes, Merida did win for us on that one. So then it came down to,
Jasmine versus Ariel versus Merida.
and then we decided that out of those three, based on their, hi Jake, which is actually Cal.
Wait,
That,
really?
yeah, so he has multiple channels, and that's his paranormal channel
Oh.
that he has.
I need to follow him.
Yeah, I did. I already subscribed us. Oh, Jillian's subscribing to your channel right now. So if you like paranormal stuff, check out the Jake Renfro channel. Listen, sorry, I am go with Cal. Yeah, so that's how you normally know him. Is just go with Cal.
Okay. I was like, I don't know who that is.
So between the personality, heroic deeds, and their song versus speeches, we picked Merida because she gives a really great speech. She doesn't have songs. She doesn't sing like normal princesses do, but she gives a really great speech about, number one, standing up for herself. and then blowing all the guys away with her archery. Number 2, she gives that second speech standing up for herself with all the tribes and
How
stuff.
they're all fighting each other, and she walks out, and they're all jumping on her, and she's like, "Shut up, let me talk!" And they're all like, "Wait, what? 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 What is this?"
So Kel said, "I'm working on stuff on that channel, LOL, and I remembered your stream, so I came to hang out." Well, thank you. We appreciate it. Doesn't matter which channel you come. Occasionally, I go with my personal one and hang out with people on my personal YouTube page, but I try to just do it with Disabled Disney, so that way, you know, we get the name out there if I'm on other pages. But every once in a while, I'll go with my personal one.
So yeah, Merida ended up winning.
So right, Merida ended up being our
top Disney princess out of our born or married into royalty princesses.
our top 10
Yeah.
that we did. So since we're talking about princesses, I did a
Hey,
hi
Ray.
Ray. Yeah, it's okay, Kel. I did a Twitter poll asking if we should do Disney princes next. And it was a rousing yes, so our next live stream is going to be on the princes
Of the universe?
of Disney.
Oh,
So
Disney, okay.
that's going to be interesting.
So
Do
not
we
like the
count
Prince
Aladdin as a prince because technically they're not married yet?
Thank you,
Ooh,
guys.
Good question.
Oh yeah, Jillian's birthday's tomorrow. She's old, a whopping 19. But so that's so do we count Aladdin as a Disney prince because they are betrothed but not married yet at the end of Aladdin? Because one of our criteria was they have to either be married into or born into, and he's not married yet. They are betrothed but not married yet.
I realized most of our Disney princes that are like born princes have no personality either. Because it's
Well-
like the like 6 charmings that we have.
No, it's
and
2.
then Philip.
There's only 2 that are named Prince Charming, and it's Aurora's prince and oh, so Kel's argument is he's Prince Ali because he gets turned into a prince by the genie. I guess that could count, I suppose.
Yeah, but that's magic. I don't think that counts. No
Well,
offense, Cal.
So, like, Prince Charming is Aurora's prince and Cinderella's prince. Or not Aurora's. Snow White's prince and Cinderella's prince. And neither of them have much screen time, so there's no personality development. We'll have to develop another category for them. Aurora's prince is Philip.
He's got a duet with her.
Yep.
It's actually one of my favorite Disney duets.
And then Merida doesn't have a prince exactly, unless we count all 3 of the...
Let's not, because none of them end up with her.
Anna's quote-unquote prince would be...
Kristoff.
Well, but they're not married, so do we count him, or do we count it as Prince Hans? Because he is a prince.
No! Hans is not going to be on the list.
Wait, Jillian, you don't believe in Disney magic? Oh, yes, she does.
Okay.
So, question. What about Beast? Is he the prince in that?
Yes, because he is a prince by birth.
Prince Adam.
Okay, so would that be... So are we doing it before or after the metamorphosis?
Now, is that after he turned into the beast or after he turned back into the human?
He's a human for like 10 seconds in the movie.
That's true.
Strongest 10 regular men, definitely. Guys, stop singing the song in the comments. Otherwise, somebody, not naming names or pointing fingers or anything, but somebody is
Face the galloping hordes!
100 bad guys with swords.
I'd like to point out that you're both saying that it would be me that would be singing, and you two are the ones doing it, not me.
Anywho,
I vote for Prince Olaf. Oh, I'm all for that. We can make Olaf a prince, I guess.
Watch out for my butt!
He's a snowman.
Heads up! Watch out for my butt! Who sent those goods to their lord's wife, Prince Ali? He finished it.
Can we just continue with this, please?
Well, we were talking princesses.
Yeah, and then we started.
So, who's your guys' favorite Disney princess?
Mine's Merida.
Mine's actually Rapunzel. And his is Jasmine, because Aladdin's his favorite.
I think we've only covered that about 10 billion times since we started our YouTube channel. That Dad's favorite Disney movie is Aladdin, and his favorite princess is Jasmine.
I don't know that we've covered it that many
I don't
times.
think Mary Poppins should be considered a princess.
She's not actually a princess.
No. She's not.
She's a really cool nanny.
I think she'd be closer to like a governess in Old World. A governess or anything. Instead of a princess.
Okay, enough jokes. I like Princess Jasmine. So, Kel's favorite is Jasmine. What about... So, Blueberry Sands is your favorite Jasmine, since Aladdin's your favorite movie? Yeah, we did have a discussion as to whether or not Leia counted in this.
That was a discussion that was about 15 minutes long. And the end result was no.
Because they just recently, fairly recently bought the franchise. And,
she's his favorite.
Yeah. So,
And in all honesty, technically speaking, when they blew up Alderaan,
she's no longer...
Leia was no longer a princess because her kingdom was vaporized.
And by the time Disney...
Not a princess, but my favorite female lead is Mulan.
Right, we took her out because even though Disney counts her as one of their official princesses, she is not
a princess.
So we didn't count her. We didn't count Pocahontas. We didn't count Moana. We did only people that are officially either children of kings and queens or married to a prince or princess. And we discounted Elsa because at the end of the movie she was the queen. Or, well, at the beginning, sort of after the movie started, she was queen.
She turned into a queen about 15 minutes into the movie.
So.
After their parents got killed.
Well, and she turned...
Or not necessarily killed, disappeared. Because I don't think they actually said they were killed, did they?
Well, they said the ship went down in the storm, but no. And there is a fan theory out there that her parents actually are
Tarzan's parents.
Right. So that they ended up on some island and then ended up having Tarzan. And so yeah, there is this fan theory that they survived the accident at sea, ended up on this, you know, deserted island, just the two of them, and then had Tarzan. I really do like Mulan. She does a lot for her family. You know, family is really important, and in order to protect her father, she does something that she knows if she gets caught, this penalty is death. And she joins the military to protect her dad.
What I think is funny is when the guy that's supposed to kill her goes, "Only because you saved my life, I'm not going to kill you." And then he ends up marrying her.
Well, we all know he had fallen in love with her. And I guess that movie is actually based on a real Chinese story. And in the real Chinese story, he actually finds out fairly early on she's a girl and not.
He doesn't care.
No. Which is probably why Disney made it to where he was okay with it and didn't put her to death, you know?
She ended up becoming general.
Yeah, in the Chinese story it's based on. Yeah. Because Disney does put their own tweaks into everything. And see, for female leads that are not princesses, my favorite is Wendy and / Tinkerbell from Peter Pan, because I really love Peter Pan. The original story is really sad, but I love Disney's version of it because it takes it, puts the magic into it, puts their little spin on it, and makes it better.
And not depressing?
Yeah, and not so sad. And I really love how Disney takes all these horrible, horrible stories, and yes, they are written that way to teach a lesson and teach a purpose, but they make it better. They still tell your point, they still tell the story, they still... But
I think my favorite Grimm Brothers fairy tale is Cinderella. Because of 3 things that happen in it. One of the stepsisters cuts off her big toe. The other one cuts off her heel. And at the very end, Cinderella sends birds. When they show up to her wedding, she sends birds to go pick up their eyes.
Yeah, that's the one lesson Disney teaches us. If you commune with animals, you control... Okay, so Blueberry Sand says, prepare every orifices in your face for every Disney movie sadness moments. Yes. We just recently saw Endgame finally. I don't know if you've seen it, but there were several points where I was crying. I never cry, especially like, you know, because you know they're going to kill somebody. I have never cried in a Marvel movie yet. But I cried at like 3 points during Endgame.
Yeah, Endgame was very, very sad and depressing, but we're not going to say anything because we
just in case you haven't seen it. I won't do spoilers.
No.
But
a little late. Spoiler alert, it's sad.
You're going to cry. Bring tissues. Yeah, there was like 3 points that I cried.
Although I'm still mad at my boyfriend because he told me exactly what was going to happen, and I'm like...
And then she told me after I told her no spoilers. No spoilers. Even knowing this one thing was going to happen, I still cried. Because it was that sad. Rest in peace, good boy. Yeah. That's one of the moments that made me cry, that made me sad. So I don't think we're going to do an hour today because we actually have a lot of stuff we have to do today. Anything about the Disney princesses you want to say?
Not to mention, we're kind of out of material.
Well, yeah, the princesses aren't a very long, and I doubt the princess is going to be a very long one next week, but it's going to be fun, and a bunch of people said do it, so.
When are
So
we
like
gonna
the
do
Queen song?
outfits?
Yeah. Oh, and the next one we're going to do after that one is our favorite Disney outfits. So the week after, so next Monday at 2 o'clock our time, which is 5 o'clock Eastern, we're going to do Disney princesses. And the week after, we're going to do, or princes, because this is princesses.
Spider-Man gained 13 moms.
He kind of did.
I think all of the Avengers gained 13 moms in that movie.
Oh no, I think he's talking about all the Avengers that are now going to embrace Spider-Man.
Well, yeah, because he's the baby.
I mean, he's only 17.
That's why his suit has a baby monitor in it.
Oh yeah,
And the training wheels.
the training wheels protocol was so funny. I like that. What was I saying? And then the week after, we're gonna talk about Disney outfits in Disney movies, and I think we're gonna open that up to
Princes, princesses, and villains.
And I think we're going to open it up to all across the board discussion, not just, the animated. We're going to talk favorite Disney outfits.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, wow, that makes it a lot more difficult.
But it'll make it a lot longer. So we have a longer live. All right, any questions before we go? Because we do have a bunch of stuff. Our car had problems yesterday, and so they spent a good portion of the morning working on the car versus getting stuff done.
We will be human again.
Is that from the new one? I haven't seen that one yet.
New one?
The new Spider-Man that just came out?
Yeah.
Oh,
I haven't seen that one yet. Far From Home or something? Gentlemen, to your sewing machines.
that would be Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
I honestly
Love Big
love
Bang
how
Theory.
they ended the show. I mean, they all ended. When they all ended, they were all happy, and they were all like in a really good
Sheldon
place.
finally learned in the last couple of episodes how important all these people around him are to him.
Especially Leonard.
And how he would not have made it from where he was to where he was standing that day if it would not have been for all of them.
Bye, Cal. We're going to. We've got a bunch of stuff we got to get done today. We can't do a long one today. All right. So, Disney princesses. We came up with the consensus is the best one is Merida, but the only one whose favorite that is Jillian. So I guess she won on that one. Bye, guys. Good night, Rakes. I know it's like 1 o'clock in the morning there, midnight, something like that, and you're going to be going to bed. Thanks for coming, everybody. Subscribe if you haven't. I think all of you have.
Pretty sure.
Thank you for subscribing. Bye, guys.
Bye.
All right, go hit the stop button. Wait. And then you have to hit